Hey, Jules Bless Vegan, and as always, welcome to my channel. And for those of you who are new, I know you can benefit. So I've been talking through this article, and there's actually 20 traps that people generally fall into. It doesn't matter what your walk in life is, or even when you live. These are human experiences that people struggle with. And yesterday was actually talking about getting vengeance, revenge, which, praise God, is never my objective. But this one is the trap of bitterness. And that's an interesting one, too. Kind of think of like the 7 deadly sins. Well, I mean, this is just the human experience for sure, but it's not that you experience it, which inevitably you will, it's what you do with it, right? And again, so much of the infliction is upon ourselves, even though we think we're reaching outward to someone else. Sorry that I'm competing with my hearing impaired husband. A little bit. I can sign for you if you want, but let's do our best. Okay, so the trap of bitterness. It's not a question of whether you have something to be bitter about. You probably do. Nearly everyone does. We've all been treated badly by someone at some time for some reason. But what's done is done. Let's go with that again. What's done is done. The only question is whether you can let it go and not become bitter over it. Unfair treatment is inevitable. Bitterness is optional. Unfair treatment is inevitable. Bitterness is optional. Bitterness will merely add an additional burden to your life, which may already be burdened enough. Don't add to it. Relieve some of your burden by not being bitter. What do you think of that? Wow. I can be bitter at times, there's no doubt. I'll have to think about that one. Anyway, it is Saturday. I had a gigantic day. I did a lot of physical labor on our property, which I love. I really do. It's a great challenge. It's difficult. It makes me have to push myself. And when I'm successful, it's an immediate gratification. And so I was very successful, but I am totally exhausted. So I just wanted to check in with you guys because I think all of these are worth reflecting upon. I'm clean in my food, praise God, but I was very tempted. In fact, as I'm saying that, I had emptied my urge jar because I had a clean month. And here we are already on day 6. And I'm happy to say that I'm still clean. But I would say part of the reason that my eating remains clean is because I'm remembering to do all the things, not just food prep, but to honor my inner child by giving her these beautiful glass beads. Ooh, we're so rich. Look, you can laugh, but it works, okay? It's called appeasing your primal brain that wants it now. So I will start this jar over again. I will say hello to Coconut, my monkey mind, and thank her for being quiet today. Such a blessing. And I will grab my, help me out, my calendar, and happily add a sticker for myself. Again, all of this is to appease that brain that is pouting and wanting and making bad choices. And even though these seem like little kid things to do, it's actually the way that I can remain in my adult, believe it or not, by honoring my inner child, that inner voice, that primal brain. And I am happy to do that. So I will put on my stickers. And then I also want to indicate on my calendar that I did my rebounding. I'm kind of doing just 15 minutes no matter what. I will not get away from my 15 minutes a day, which is enough to get your lymphatic system moving, which is so important. If I'm doing the mass is about 29 minutes. If I'm doing the rosary, it's 23 minutes. It just depends on what I'm doing. But at the very least, every time I'm too tired, every time I'm too busy, I'm getting on that rebounder. So cheers to week 1. And the reason there's 7 stickers on there is because I carried a day over from January so that I could be doing 30 days at a time. So, yay God, yay me. Thank you so much for being my accountability partners. I really appreciate you guys. I'm going to call it a night. Happy Saturday. And until we talk again, like if you like, join us if you haven't subscribed. And best of all, know that you're blessed.